Hey, true believers, Matt Sardo here. I'm the founder of Indie Comics Creator Con. Woo! And today I want to do a indie creator spotlight on Wesley Griffith. I'm so excited to talk about this bootleg Godzilla book. But first, Indie Comics Creator Con. We have pre-sale tickets going on right now for dirt cheap, like trying to fill up this venue. Also, Artist Alley registration is still going on. Lots of people have applied, but I know that there'll still be spaces for you. So if you want to apply, definitely head over to indiecomicscreatorcon.com to grab your tickets and also apply for Artist Alley if that's something you want to do. Shout out to Cosmic Lion and Eli. They've been so helpful in this process. Also, Comics Wellspring. They've done a lot to help us. I mean, they printed the program last year, and they're going to be a huge partner this year. Lots of amazing things going on. Also, if you want to win this Godzilla book, head over to our Patreon and become a subscriber on our Patreon. There's lots of behind the scenes cool stuff going on. We're going to highlight tons of creators, and we're going to give away every book that we review. And I have a lot of indie books to review. So I'm very excited about this series and about this happening here. So head over to our Patreon, sign up. I have some really amazing artwork from Jamie Jones that you'll be able to see. We're putting together a mini comic to promote the show, and that'll be going out at New York Comic Con, Terrificon, Baltimore Comic Con, a few other shows. But if you want to guarantee that you get a copy, head over to our Patreon. Whew, lots of stuff, man. Starting convention is, you have lots of stuff you have to cover. But let's talk about Wesley's amazing book and take our friends to the side. I love that this book is like 5x5. It's a super tiny book about the King of Monsters. I also love that it's black and white with these like heavy ink tones. Like this book for me is pure therapy. I love Godzilla. I love all the crazy shenanigans, 60 movies and 50 movies. That's what I grew up on a kid. I love, the newer stuff. -1 is amazing. It's on Netflix right now. Everybody's going bonkers crazy. I love the original. I'm a Godzilla. Before comic books, before G.I. Joe, Godzilla was it for me. So when I saw this come through, I was like, this has to be the first book that I talk about. And again, the black and white, heavy inks, just purely amazing. The single panel size to it, I love, because this dark inks really shut my brain off. The black and white, very simple. Everything just gets super quiet for me. And I love how he shows action, and then, you have all this like darkness undersea, and Godzilla rises. And then everything gets super bright. Wesley does an amazing job with having things, go from like super minuscule to show like the size of Godzilla to then like being close up in your face to like show emotion. And then I come from a cinema background. I will always say this. So how Wes moves the camera and the panels to emphasize like the size of Godzilla or the insignificance of humans is really good. And then put the emotion on humans' faces as well, and like the close-ups here and there. Like there's the storytelling in this book is top notch. And again, a lot of silence, which then shuts off your brain to just focus more. And then it's like, flames. And this right here, this feels like wet ink. I almost didn't want to touch it because I was like, oh my God, is this all going to come off? But like this dark, heavy ink page and the pages that are in here are just glorious. And then the darkness that comes over because Godzilla just attacked and humans are like, what the shit? I don't know what to do. And then, you've heard, if you've watched any Godzilla movie, that sound, that radioactive sound. So there's a lot of filling in the blanks as a person who loves Godzilla. I added so much sound to these, the soundtrack and the score in my head was just going full blare when this was happening and these conversations were happening. And then, Godzilla's coming in again. We talk about it again. Like we're up close and intense and actiony, but then it's like, oh no, Godzilla's showing up, and then the humans all become super small on the page. And then you have this, and they never it just shows part of Godzilla. So Godzilla is like way down here. If you continue to draw it, and then the darkness of the chaos of the attack from Godzilla, and then bam, like this page, these 2 pages, my brain was going crazy with sound effects because you know what it sounds like when you try to stop Godzilla with the military force and everything like that. And I love this scratchiness. I need to talk to Wes about how he did that, because that looks really good. Like, this is all brushstrokes, but then, like, I don't know if this was like an extra, photoshopped in, or, aftermarket here. But then there's the airplane and the tanks and just raw. This book is raw. It's so raw. It's so good and so silent. Like, we're not hearing anything, but my brain is going insane with the sound effects right now. And then you just have Godzilla's like, "Hey, I'm done." And then, this white fire, blazing hot fire. These panels are so brilliant. And just, I love the silhouettes as well, because you're almost removed from it. There's like a very voyeuristic thing going on with this book as well. And then our only hope is this dark, dark box. And this scientist does not look happy. And look, the details, dead fish. Like, we know things are going to happen here. And I don't want to spoil the ending of the book, and I'm not. But I definitely want to talk to Wes about this page, because this page has a different feel to it than the other pages. And was it something he was trying to go for, or was it, I don't know, did you run out of paper that day or something like that? This page feels so different than the other pages, and I want to know why. So, Wes, if you're listening, let me know why this page feels different. Because then how I interpret it is, this extreme close-up, and then, I'm used to all the other feel of the pages, and then this page is different. So I'm kind of like shook up. And if you notice that the scientist is just like screaming at you. So the context and the content and everything like shifts on that one page and just really stands out emotionally and physically. Godzilla is a reality. I just say his name so much. Yeah. Darkness and despair. And then look, tiny boat. Godzilla sleeping. And then it ends with the eyeball. I'm not going to ruin the ending of the book, because it is very powerful and very Godzilla-esque, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful storytelling. Very amazing work. Wes, so good, so amazing. Check out his work. Here's all his information here. And he's pretty active on social media, so he's got a new book jump right now. So check out all his stuff. It's really good work. Wes, I applaud you for this amazing thing. And again, this is going to go to a patron. One of our patrons will win this in the monthly raffle. So enjoy. If you like this style of review, please comment and like below. Also, if you want to see me do like a big, huge review of like all the books at the same time as I get them, like a huge mail call, let me know if that's something you want to see as well. I kind of go back and forth, because I really like just talking about single books and giving them the spotlight they deserve. But I do have a huge pile of books that I want to get through and talk about. So I might do just a brief, like, hey, this is what came in the mail kind of thing, and this looks cool, that kind of cool, like kind of a brief overview of everything. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want like more reviews like this, or do you want like more mailbag episodes where I just kind of go through everything I got in about 30 minutes, and the creators might not get as much spotlight as they did. Man, this Godzilla book is beautiful.